يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا. O you who have faith, O you who believe. Again, يا أيها الذين آمنوا. It's a message that is focusing, that is framing the importance of faith, the importance of faith, and not any notion of faith. No, this is a disciplined life, a disciplined faith, an informed faith. You can't just say anything out of your mouth and be regarded as a Muslim. You can't behave in any particular way or any way that threatens or spoils the Muslim identity and then accept or expect to have the benefits of the Muslim life. The Muslim world, and Professor Shabazz, he made reference to this, the Muslim world, long time ago, centuries have passed. We have to look way back in time to see its excellence. We can't see its excellence close to our time. We can't see it. We can see what has happened with us as African-American people. And he mentioned it, and his knowledge is well established upon identifying the sicknesses in the African-American soul and psyche, and how the religion of Islam penetrated that condition. And certainly we know the history that it came to us in an unusual way, or an unorthodox way. And it can be argued that we were not having the correct faith, but I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I believe that this Quran teaching, the Prophet Muhammad's teaching, even if a people have language that is not accepted by Allah, language that is not accepted by Allah, if the heart is pure and the intent is correct, then even if the language is incorrect, the people are on the path. I have, this is of our tradition. This is something that maybe was lost from the Muslim world in its thinking. But this was also Prophet Muhammad's teaching. Prophet Muhammad was not inviting people to punish others because their language was incorrect. Prophet Muhammad inspired those to correct their notion of their own human essence, their own human dignity, even if they didn't have language. So here is a man who was enslaved in Mecca, a Meccan slave, Bilal, may Allah be pleased with him, the companion of the Prophet, and he is under oppression from his slave master. And we have the story that he indicated that even under punishment, he wouldn't give up his faith. And so his master, slave master, put a heavy stone on his chest in the desert. And he couldn't speak. And so he just raised one finger to indicate that he believed in one Lord creator, one God. So what is this telling us? That he didn't, it is saying to us that he didn't have language. He had some expression and he had the conviction of the soul, but he didn't have language. Is this not our people? Under the Honorable Elijah Muhammad? A people oppressed, having no rationale for believing that they would be treated respectfully and as equals in America. And he gives them conviction of the soul and a new awareness, and puts on it Islamic terminology, but not Islamic language. Islamic language didn't come until later with his son. So there was something existing before the language came that is responsible for the possibility of recognizing correct language and speaking correct language. But before the baby speaks, he stands upon conviction and he reasons, and then language comes. And when language comes, then comes community. So here's a man from Africa, and he's enslaved in the Arabian or in the Meccan society. So automatically, you know that he doesn't have expression. He doesn't have the same expression, or he doesn't have, pardon me, he doesn't have the same ability to communicate his worth as a human being in their society because he has been enslaved. Not only that, he's obviously speaking another language too. He's from a different place on the earth, you know? So Prophet Muhammad, he comes into contact with Prophet Muhammad's message. And so what is established for him is the universality of it, and that it reaches him and it's not just intended for the Arabs. So he understands it in such a powerful way that it enables him to throw off slavery. It enables him to, or it empowers him to defy his slave master. Nothing before that had done that. He understood his status in the Meccan society to be a slave, but this made him see by expression, because he didn't have language, by expression that he could free himself. This is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Pointing to the Quran, the Holy Quran, pointing to Islamic identity, not with correct language, but with correct expression. That opened the door, that created the environment from which came correct language and correct understanding, not just for the African-American people, but for the entire population of Muslims on this earth to understand Islam in the proper way.